guys, so today I've got an anti-haul for you. Actually, this happened pretty organically last night. I'm an insomniac, so I was looking at new products and I looked at this first one. I'm like, wow, this is kind of a scam how they're marketing it. So, and then I kind of set aside and I saw another one. I'm like, that seems kind of scammy too. So I'm like, you know what? I should do an anti-haul today. So here we are. Okay, so this first one is $36. It's an after shower nourishing body oil by First Aid Beauty, which they interestingly market it, especially on their website. They mention it's formulated with sensitivity but no artificial fragrance. And then when they say the oil imparts a crisp tangerine aroma, I'm like, how do they impart a tangerine scent without having scent? Or I guess artificial scent, because it doesn't really matter. So anyway, so I get to the ingredient list. Second ingredient, orange peel oil. Third ingredient, lemon peel oil. Fourth ingredient, tangerine peel oil. Fifth ingredient, spearmint oil. And then there's a couple other plant oils that aren't fragrant. And then, excuse me, then we've got citral, citronelle, farcinel, geranol, linalool. This product is, I would say, 80% oil. Fragrant oil. And then they say formulated with, I guess if you say without artificial fragrance, but I don't know what is farcinel, citronelle. I mean, I guess they're not technically artificial, but anyway, this looks like it's screaming to irritate the heck out of anyone's skin. So I always love a good body oil. More often use it during the winter than the spring and summer, but $36. I mean, go buy a lemon and squeeze it on yourself. Maybe. I guess, I don't know. What would that be? Lemonade? Whatever. Okay, so on to the next product. So this one I was excited for it to come out because they haven't come out with a new product lately. The Then I Met You, I'm not sure what the name of this means. Bong Bounce Cream. And I'm not saying that incorrectly. Bong must mean something somewhere else other than what I'm thinking. I don't know. Then I thought, well, maybe it had like cannabis extract in it or whatever. But it doesn't. But then I look at this one. So Then I Met You has had some actually nice products. Their other rich beauty cream is really nice and no scent or anything. But then I start reading this one. We've got the tangerine fruit extract. We've got citrus extract. We've got a citrus junu peel extract. And then we've got a bunch of sodium hyaluronate in there. Then we've got bergamot fruit oil, grapefruit oil, linalool, limonene. So this one is an easy pass. It's interesting that their last cream was so nice and wonderful for sensitive skin, and then they come out with this thing. And I will mention 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The first 7 ingredients or so are just all slip ingredients. And this one's right underneath $50. So I think save the $50 and you can get something really nice. I'll mention this because I just used it this morning. I just love it. The Neogen High RX Exosome Cream. It's amazing. Love it. And better for sensitive skin. Okay, on to the next one. So at Ulta, and this brand, I've tried a couple other things. I've never really got into this brand. I don't know why. Arborian, their red pepper pulp gel moisturizer they just released. So basically, I've tried a couple things from this brand. Nothing wowed me to the point where I ever really was excited to buy a full size. I think I had some samples or things I got in beauty boxes, but nothing ever really excited me to the fact where it's like I got to go purchase something from them. So they came out with this moisturizer. It's $59, so it's on the pricier side. And the star of this show is basically capsaicin. And I'm probably saying it wrong. Capsaicin, whatever. It's used in a lot of like muscle ache gels that you put on like your back because it gives you kind of a tingling sensation. And I have a feeling capsaicin probably has some antioxidants and polyphenols in there, but I have a feeling that use for your skin on it twice a day with something that like that in there could really irritate somebody's skin. Perhaps not somebody with, if they don't have terribly sensitive skin, they might be able to get away with it, but I just have a feeling that more often than not, people are going to have more issues with that ingredient in here than not. Especially when I know they use it in all these muscle relief products. So capsaicin at $60 is, there's so much other moisturizers out there versus one with capsaicin. So Okay, next up, this one I was interested in looking at because they had the 2 keywords I look for in almost every product I try. Discoloration correcting. Is there a better term for somebody than that for me? Because my melasma stuff is crazy. So this is the Kapari Vitamin C Discoloration Correcting Serum. So I was excited to see it. I'm like, oh, I'm always in the market for a new brightening product. Always. So I checked this one out, 48 bucks. It's an ounce, a little bit pricey, but you know what? Maybe if you got some really good ingredients in here, I can pick it up and give it a whirl. Okay, so the first few ingredients, slip ingredients, then we have fragrance. And then after that, 2 more ingredients, then comes ascorbyl tetracyl palmitate, which is the vitamin C they're using in here, which is not a super researched vitamin C derivative. It's not proven like ascorbic acid is. So instantly I'm kind of like, I'm not very excited on that. But maybe it's got like 3 other types of vitamin C in here. It's worth it, but I keep going. There's nothing really else in there. We have a little bit of tranexamic acid, but you know what? Nowadays, tranexamic acid is showing up in so many products. This one just is an easy pass. Not much vitamin C. The derivative they chose is not very good. And then it's got tons of fragrance even at the end, and then a bunch of dyes and titanium dioxide. So 46 bucks, that one is an easy pass. I think there's a lot of other brightening products that are much better. I guess I'll just mention a couple of them really quick if I can find them in here for some couple of brightening products. The one from Transparent Lab. This one is their PHA Sunspot Fading Treatment. Really good. Allies of Skin has a good one. I've been testing the Dr. Idris Major Fade. I'll be reviewing this one very soon. There's other brightening serums that are much better. And this one's very, very affordable. Should I mention that? It's very affordable. So you don't need to waste money on that one. Okay, next up. This one's actually pretty affordable, which I liked. It's the Saturday Skin Acai and Berry Oat Cleanser. And Saturday Skin hasn't really come out with a lot of new stuff lately, or if they have, I've been out of the loop. So it's kind of interesting because it's only 19 bucks. It's a big bottle for cleanser, and I've liked a few of their products in the past. And then I look at this. Again, it's a cleanser. Most of it's going to go down the drain anyway, so, I mean, take it with a grain of salt. If it works for you and it has fragrance or whatever in it, you know what, it goes down the drain. So I just wouldn't spend a ton on a cleanser, but anyway, the ingredients in here are, it's just full of citrus oils, which I tend to pass on. And then kind of the one thing I noticed with Saturday Skin is they always have this peptide complex. They have I think they have a name that they call it. Anyway, I don't see it. But they have a peptide complex that they put in everything. It's always the last ingredients on the list. And I know for a fact some of these peptides can be used in much higher amounts. But then again, it's a rinse-off product. It's going down the drain. So take it with a grain of salt. Buy it, don't buy it. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference in your skincare routine. Whether or not you use it, but there you go. And then last but not least, and this one is, I mentioned it, and the brand has nothing to do with it. They're not at fault. It's Glossier. They came out with a new sunscreen. Their Invisible Priming Moisturizer Sunscreen. Their other sunscreen I didn't really like. I thought it pilled, and I didn't like the scent. It had a very strong sunscreen smell to it. So they came out this one. I was intrigued because it already has 225 5-star reviews, so obviously it's got to be amazing, but and it's not their fault, but the ingredients in here are all sad U.S. chemical filters, which aren't that great. They don't do that great a job protecting from UVA aging rays. So we've got avobenzone, homosalate, octisalate, and octoprilene. And then it looks like it's going to be very strong in terms of a silicone feeling because dimethicone and isodocane are the next 2 ingredients. So, and it's nothing they did to deserve it, but U.S. has very, very sad filters, and if you're going to be out in the sun a lot, I would go with something else, something made elsewhere, because we just don't have that good of filters. And yeah, so there we go. Anyway, that's my anti-haul for today. Interested hearing from you guys, or if any of these products look good to you, leave a comment why. And then I will see you guys more tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.